Hello, and welcome to Learn English Podcast 360, the place where you can practice English slowly, clearly, and naturally. I'm so happy you're here today. I'm here to help you speak English with more confidence, step by step, day by day. Today, we're going to talk about one simple but very powerful method that can truly change the way you speak English forever. It's a method that many learners never think about, but once you start using it, your speaking skills can improve much faster than you imagine. This method is called the shadowing method. Now, you might be wondering, what is the shadowing method and why is it so powerful? Well, here's the exciting part. With this method, your brain and your mouth will learn to speak English together. You don't need a teacher beside you, and you don't need to live in an English-speaking country. Even if you feel shy, even if you are super busy, or even if you only have a few minutes a day, you can use this method to practice every single day. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how shadowing works, why it works so well, and how you can start practicing it immediately, even if you're a complete beginner. What is shadowing? So, let's start with the basics. What is shadowing? Shadowing is really simple, but extremely powerful. Shadowing means listening to someone speak English and, at the same time, repeating exactly what they say. It's like being an echo. You copy the sound, the tone, the speed, and the rhythm of the speaker. Here's something important. When you shadow, you do not need to translate the sentence in your head. You do not need to understand every single word. You do not need a dictionary, and you do not need perfect grammar. Shadowing is about learning how English sounds and how it feels in your mouth, not about memorizing rules or translating. Let's try a few examples together. I want you to repeat after me. I want to speak English fluently. Repeat. I listen to English every day. Repeat. Shadowing helps me speak better. Repeat. Excellent. That's shadowing. You can feel a little strange at first, and that's okay. You might not understand every word you say, and that's perfectly fine. Shadowing is not about comprehension in the first step. It's about training your brain and mouth to work together. When you practice shadowing, your brain begins to notice the sound patterns of English. Your mouth learns the movements needed to produce these sounds. You get used to the rhythm, the stress, and the flow of the language. This is why shadowing works even if you only practice for 5 minutes a day. In just a short time, you will notice your speaking becomes faster, clearer, and more natural. Why shadowing works. Now, let's talk about why shadowing works so well. Many learners know a lot of words, but when they try to speak, they feel slow, nervous, or they hesitate too much. Why? Because they are translating every word in their head. First, they hear English, then they think of the word in their own language, then they try to translate it back into English before speaking. Let me give you an example. Imagine you hear, I am going to the store. If you translate it, your brain goes like this. I am going to the store. Then your brain changes it into your native language, and then it changes it back into English. Even this small step of translating takes time. A tiny pause can make you feel unsure or nervous. You might start overthinking, am I saying this correctly? Or do I sound strange? This is where shadowing comes in. Shadowing removes the translation step completely. Instead of stopping to translate, you simply repeat the sounds directly in English. This trains your brain to process English immediately and your mouth to produce English sounds automatically. Let's break down what happens when you shadow. 1. Your brain learns the rhythm of English. By listening and repeating, you become familiar with natural English speed, word stress, and intonation. Your brain begins to sense the flow of the language, not just the individual words. 2. Your mouth and tongue develop natural reflexes. When you copy the sounds, your mouth practices the exact movements needed to pronounce English words correctly. You don't have to think about each sound. Your mouth starts producing them automatically. 3. You speak faster because you stop translating. By eliminating the translation step, you save time and your sentences come out smoothly. You respond more naturally in conversations because your brain is now connected directly to English, not your native language. Let's go back to our example. Listening, I am going to the store. Translating, I am going to the store. Then your brain changes it into your own language, and then it changes it back into English, which makes everything slow and delayed. Shadowing, you simply repeat, I am going to the store. Fast, smooth, natural. Do you see the difference? Shadowing allows you to speak directly in English, without the mental pause of translation. This is why it's such a powerful technique for learners at any level. Even beginners can use shadowing. You don't need long sentences or complex grammar. Start with short, simple sentences and repeat them. Focus on sound, rhythm, and tone, not meaning at first. Over time, your brain will automatically understand the words, and your speaking will improve without effort. Shadowing also helps with confidence. Many learners hesitate because they worry about mistakes. Shadowing trains your mouth to produce English sounds naturally, and with repeated practice, your brain stops doubting every word. You start speaking more freely, more confidently, and more naturally. Examples of shadowing in action. Let's try a few short examples together. I want you to listen and repeat exactly what I say. I like coffee. Repeat. I want to go home. Repeat. The sky is blue. Repeat. Did you notice how much smoother it felt compared to translating in your head? Even these very short sentences help train your brain, mouth, and tongue to work together. Over time, you can try longer sentences. I am going to the store to buy some food. You can shadow it in parts, like this. First, I am going to the store, and you repeat. Then, to buy some food, and you repeat. And finally, you put both parts together and repeat the full sentence. Breaking sentences into smaller chunks like this reduces pressure and makes shadowing easier, especially for beginners. It also helps you build natural speaking reflexes, so over time, you can say longer sentences without stopping. Key benefits of shadowing. To summarize, here's why shadowing works so well. It trains your brain to process English directly, without translating. It trains your mouth and tongue to produce English sounds naturally. It helps you get used to English rhythm, stress, and intonation. It makes your speaking faster, smoother, and more confident. Even 5 minutes a day can create noticeable improvement over time. Shadowing is simple, but it's one of the most powerful methods for speaking English naturally. The best part? You can practice anywhere, anytime, and you don't need a teacher or classroom to do it. This is the foundation of the shadowing method. In the next part of this video, we'll go step by step through how to shadow correctly with practical exercises, tips, and strategies so that you can start practicing immediately and see real improvement. By mastering shadowing, you are training both your brain and mouth to speak English together, and that's exactly what makes your English sound natural and confident. The step-by-step shadowing guide. Now that you know what shadowing is and why it works, let's go step by step. I'll show you exactly how to practice, and we'll do it together. I want you to repeat after me, shadowing every sentence. Don't worry about being perfect. Just copy the sounds and rhythm. Step 1. Listen carefully. The first step is simple. Listen carefully. When you listen, go slow. Pay attention to the sounds. Don't translate in your head. Don't worry if you don't understand everything. Just listen. Here's an example. I like coffee. Listen carefully. Hear the sounds, the rhythm, the stress. Now listen one more time. Tip: you can listen anytime during the day, while walking, cooking, resting, or even cleaning. Make your ears familiar with English sounds. Shadowing starts with listening. Your brain needs to feel the language before your mouth can copy it. Step 2. Repeat immediately. Step 2. Repeat immediately. As soon as you hear the sentence, repeat it. Match the voice, speed, and rhythm. Don't stop. Don't translate. Just copy. Let's try 3 short sentences together. Repeat after me. 1. I like coffee. Repeat. 2. I want to go home. Repeat. 3. The sky is blue. Repeat. Here's why this works. Repetition builds muscle memory. Your mouth and tongue learn to make the sounds naturally. Over time, your brain connects the sound to the meaning automatically. You don't think, you just speak. Step 3. Break sentences into small parts. Step 3 is for longer sentences. If a sentence is too long, break it into smaller parts. For example, full sentence: I am going to the store to buy some food. Break it into 2 parts. 1. I am going to the store. Repeat. 2. To buy some food. Repeat. Then connect both parts. I am going to the store to buy some food. Repeat. Breaking sentences makes it easier to shadow. It reduces stress, and your mouth learns the sound step by step. Soon you can repeat long sentences naturally without stopping. Step 4. Add emotion and tone. Step 4 is about emotion and tone. Shadowing is not only repeating words. You also copy the feelings, stress, and intonation of the speaker. For example, I am so happy today. Repeat and emphasize so happy like a native speaker. Adding tone helps your English sound natural. It makes you feel more confident. You're not just saying words, you're expressing meaning. That's how native speakers sound. Step 5. Daily practice. The 5th step is daily practice. You don't need hours of study. Shadowing 5 to 15 minutes per day is enough to see improvement. Here's a simple plan. 5 minutes in the morning. 5 minutes while walking. 5 minutes before bed. Consistency is the key. Small daily actions create big results. Even 10 minutes every day builds a strong habit. Common mistakes and how to fix them. Now let's talk about some common mistakes learners make when shadowing and how to fix them. Mistake 1. Translating in your head. This slows you down. Fix. Don't translate. Just listen and repeat the sounds. Mistake 2. Feeling shy or afraid to speak out loud. Many learners whisper or stay silent. Fix. You can whisper, speak softly, or even mouthing the words. Just move your mouth. It trains your muscles. Mistake 3. Ignoring rhythm and stress. Some learners repeat words, but lose the natural flow. Fix. Listen several times and practice the stress and intonation. Copy the rhythm exactly. Mistake 4. Shadowing only once. One try is not enough. Fix. Shadow multiple times, and each time try to get smoother and more natural. Remember, the goal is automatic, natural speech, not perfection. How to make shadowing part of your life. Shadowing doesn't have to be a full hour each day. The best way is to integrate it into your routine. Here's some ideas. 1. While cooking, listen to short sentences and repeat them. 2. While walking, shadow simple sentences from a video or podcast. 3. While waiting, use your phone to watch short English clips and shadow them. Even 5 to 10 minutes per day can make a huge difference in just a few weeks. Tip: change your phone, social media, and apps to English. Every time you see English words, try shadowing the phrases silently or aloud. This creates constant exposure and practice. Now, let's do a mini challenge together. This is something you can do today to start building your shadowing habit. 1. Choose a short English video or clip. 2. Listen and shadow it 3 times. 3. Don't translate. Don't read subtitles. Focus on sound, rhythm, and tone. Let's repeat some affirmations together. I can do this. Repeat. I will improve little by little. Repeat. Remember, improvement comes step by step, day by day. I want to leave you with an important message. Shadowing doesn't need to be perfect. You don't need perfect grammar or perfect pronunciation. What matters is consistency. Just 5 to 15 minutes every day trains your mouth, tongue, and brain. Over time, speaking English becomes natural. Your words flow without thinking, and your brain connects directly to English. Combine shadowing with daily English habits, reading aloud, listening while walking, thinking in English. Together, these small actions build real fluency. Fluency is not magic. It's practice, exposure, and habit. Shadowing makes all of these easier, faster, and more enjoyable. Thank you for practicing with me today. Remember, small daily actions create big results. Shadowing even a few minutes every day will help you speak English naturally. Keep repeating, keep shadowing, and step by step, your English will improve. See you next time and keep shadowing.